Itis means swelling. Appendicitis is a swelling of your appendix. Tonsillitis is a swelling of your tonsils. And arthritis is a swelling of your arths, also known as your joints. And we want to give you a list of top 10 things that are commonly thought to cause arthritis that do not cause arthritis. Dr. Sealey.
Well, a really common one is number one, overuse. People think if you use the joint too much, you're going to end up with arthritis. But actually, if you use it the way it was designed in the first place and just use it a heck of a lot, for instance, marathon runners, they don't get arthritis necessarily. Now, if you're involved in trauma sports such as skiing or soccer or the quick pivot, or if you happen to use a jackhammer every day, that could lead to arthritis.
Particularly if you jackhammer your foot with the end of the jackhammer. Secondly, arthritis sufferers often think that weather affects their joints. Well, weather actually does not cause arthritis. They can sometimes sense a change in pressure, but weather does not actually cause arthritis.
Very good point. Number 3 point, arthritis is not caused by medications. A lot of people complain that we give them some sort of drug that has caused their joints to swell up and inflame. Now, there is, of course, an exception, corticosteroids. If it loses the blood supply to a joint, that joint can break down and eventually get arthritis, but it's pretty rare.
Smoking joint.
Yeah.
Number 4 is infections. Although very small, sometimes you can get a little swelling of your joints with some infections. Viruses and bacteria or dating Charlie Sheen will not give you arthritis.
And number 5 is diet. Now, a lot of people think there's a special diet that's going to prevent arthritis or treat arthritis. There's been no proof about this. Now, if you have a large diet and you get obese, that could certainly give you arthritis. And certainly there's this type of arthritis called gout, where purine-rich foods, alcohol, that sort of thing, if you imbibe in that type of diet, you could have arthritis.
Snickers bars?
Snickeritis, yeah.
Snickers? I've never read Snickers cause arthritis, and therefore I highly suggest we do this.
Okay.
The next thing on the list is cracking your knuckles. People think cracking your knuckles causes arthritis, and it really doesn't, unless you happen to be a knuckle dragger and walk on your knuckles, but cracking them doesn't cause arthritis.
Another big common myth is that just because you're getting older, you're going to get arthritis. As each birthday goes by, it's not necessarily the case. Now, could be genetics, that sort of thing, but age is not necessarily a factor that's going to
unless
give
you
you arthritis.
die and then get really old and die and then your joints get quite stiff. Finally, or not quite finally, but stress. Stress, your probation officer says no, where were you? It's not going to give you a sore joint.
And poor
Might end up
posture.
in the joint. That's about it.
Poor posture, just because you slouch, it doesn't mean you're going to get arthritis. Now, certain types of arthritis, you can get wear and tear on your spine, or you end up with poor posture, but it is not a cause of arthritis.
And lack of calcium causes osteoporosis, often confused with osteoarthritis, but it doesn't cause it.
And number 11, unfortunately, smoking joints is not good for smoking joints.